Oh, hi guys and welcome. Trigger warning. This video have made only just from the reporter side for informational purposes, because recently I have been searching on the internet and found lack of information even on Ukrainian web resources what is going on in Dnipro region. And I'm not talking about foreign resources. They are reporting only about diplomacy side of the war. That is important, but what is more important is to be updated. And I'm not a war reporter. You may proceed to another channel information that will report more accurate. However, I'm reporting from the viewer side in the region where my family lives now and where combat is moved to the administrative after the administrative border of this region. So what my mom is saying, what her friends are saying, what my grandma is saying, I will tell to you. What is more triggering in this situation for me is that Russian forces and their units are advancing and they are taking territories in the region of Dnipropetrovsk Oblast, and they are taking village by village. On the deep state I have searched yesterday, and I hope you know what deep state map is. They are saying that Russian forces have advanced in several settlements in Dnipro Oblast and Kharkiv Oblast, and fighting reach area close to Otriadne, Vishneva, and Zhagoda and other villages. Ukrainian units are holding local position but report shortages of training reinforcements. Yes guys, and what we are seeing on deep state map from August till the 31st of October, they are advancing pretty confident. Guys, and what does it mean for big cities on the home front in Dnipro region? This means the increase of air hits from the side of the Russian Federation, because they can launch now drones from nearly occupied territories, and drones attack become more unexpected and more massive. Guys, you know my mom, she's very calm and rational person, and she was adapting to this drone attack and constant air alerts. She is coping even to catch some sleep at night. However, these months in October, she was in shock. She called me immediately and told that something severe is happening, because Kamyanske was attacked first time with Soviet high explosive aerial bomb. This means CAP or FAP. The guided bomb that is very cheap and has an engine that sends this bomb now up to 150 kilometers in the distance, and they now can attack the cities that are not very close to the front line. So Kamyanske was hit by this aerial bomb, and citizens were in shock, and the infrastructure that was targeted was energy infrastructure and gas infrastructure. It's not a private information, because this information has already been shown on Google Map. Kamyanske has a TETS, the big plant that provides electricity for not only in Kamyanske district but for the close and nearby villages and small cities. So 2 days in a row my mom said they have not been sleeping at nights because ballistic missiles were hitting these TETS and it was damaged, and now they have a power outages for 3 or 4 hours in the row, and it's happening several times a day. But guys, I want you remind to that temperature outside of the window is plus 10, and they have already such an issues, and local mayor is warning people to be prepared, not only rely on invincibility points. So my mom bought even portative balloon of gas that she had never done before. Even last year in the winter she was calm, but now everyone is panicking, and that's why I'm panicking. Here in Lviv district, people are also trying to handle the possible scenarios, and even we have bought 20 packs of wood just in advance. It's better not to use it and better not to reach this kind of situation, but we had already some wood from the last year. I have bought some wood in summer, and now we urgently ordered another 20 packs. And guys, thank you who is supporting my channel. Part of the donation, not the one that you donated to the gas fillings, it's the separate ones. Some of you are supporting me for a long time, a little bit, and I took this money this is emergency money, and bought this 20 packs of wood. Now the gray zone on the deep state maps shows that only 10 kilometers left to the village center. It's like community center of the neighborhood villages of village Pokrovskoye. We need to distinguish Pokrovskoye from the Pokrovsk city in Donetsk Oblast. In Dnipro, Pokrovskoye is also big village that is the center of the smallest one, and it was pretty occupied by the people and by the refugees from the Donetsk area. So people urgently evacuating now closer to the Pavlograd or Dnipro. However, what does it mean for Dnipro region? People are leaving slowly Dnipro region and trying to sell their belongings and trying to sell their property and going closer to the central area of Ukraine or western part of the Ukraine. However, I asked my mom if she was willing to evacuate. She told me first time in the 4 years of full-scale invasion that if situation is worsening in winter, she will do so. And I'm going to visit her next month and maybe pack some belongings, pack some stuff and send it to Lviv, like by post, to be careful and organized if something has happened. However, my mom has a job. She has a contract in the theater till 2027, and people are relying on her and another colleagues and another members of her shift. They are relying on her, and she cannot just drop off everything at once. So she is waiting for real critical humanitarian situation if the gas, water and electricity will be absent for weeks. So in this case scenario, she, cat and grandma will come to Lviv here. Of course, people are panicking over the news because even if you avoid it, it's not possible not to read it because it pops up right into your face. And it's okay to watch news to stay updated and keep situation in course. However, some people are thinking on worst-case scenarios like they are already existing and their nervous system is going to collapse soon. I'm not joking. My mom recently has her first panic attacks. It was during the mass missile attack, and she was thinking how she will urgently evacuate her flat. She put the bag with her documents, and thanks God nothing happened, nothing serious with the house. However, infrastructure was pretty severe damaged. So people are reading news, and we all have seen this article from Bloomberg and from New York Times that Kyiv will not survive this spring and will capitulate. And of course, even me, by reading this, is nervousing. But every time I'm nervousing, I'm started to pray, and this calms me down. And I would like to ask you to pray. That it's reasonable to leave Ukraine for a winter time, especially Dnipro region, and go somewhere in Poland and register as a temporary refugees to have a temporary protection to survive winter without any worries. However, first, my grandma has very weak health. She's now receiving IVs from the seasonal blood pressure issues, winter and autumn, raising her blood pressure up to 200. It's like extremely high, guys. So she is having her treatment now, and my mom has her job, part-time and full-time, and she cannot just drop it or leave it. She has this understanding of responsibility because people and her manager is relying on her, and she needs to handle. Only in critical situations she will leave Dnipro region, as we all understood. So, and the second of all, I think Poland is not ready to receive too much refugees, and of course situation with social acceptance of Ukrainian refugees has been worsened in the last years. And I do understand people. People have a compassion fatigue now, and people are tired of refugees and social instability, economical instability. We all have our own issues that we are struggling to resolve, and I totally accept it. Guys, and if any Poles are watching this video, I would like to sincere apologize for any Ukrainian rude behavior you have faced in your country or just experienced, because we are not angels. No one of us, nor you nor we. We all people in stress that have their positive features and sides and negative feature and sides. But I'm asking you for forgiveness, and remember that Jesus told us to forgive, not 7 times as in Old Testament, but 77 multiplies on 7. Guys, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to educate you about the behavior, but I want to give you the CTA of this video, that if in your country and in your city you see any Ukrainian families that are struggling, believe me, not only rich Ukrainians are going abroad as a refugees. A lot of family that lost everything are going abroad. So if you see trustworthy family that is struggling, please help them. There's hygiene items, or if you have any old clothing, you can also give it to them. If you can host them, it will be wonderful, but please be careful in any situation. And of course, if you see any trustworthy organization, maybe NGOs that helps refugees, you can join and share your time with them, volunteer, of course, or if you have some possibilities, please donate to this organization. And of course, guys, you can advocate for Ukraine any time of the day. It's very important because informational warfare matters. So if you see any controversy offline, or you see any lies or obvious propaganda, please debunk it. I believe that you are watching my channel and other pro-Ukrainian channels for the good amount of time, and you have the knowledge and you have information and you are able to debunk. So in case you want to do it, and in case you have the possibility to do it, please do so. And of course, you can be an ambassador of Ukraine. Share video like that to your family and friends who are interested in the situation in Ukraine and also experiencing and noticing the lack of news on outside web resources. So you can share my video, for example, right now, and put a like and comment for the algorithm. We all have a right to be angry, but do not let this rage to poison your heart. Always choose compassion, because memento mori. We will all answer about all our actions in the end of our life. And in Matthew, if I'm not mistaken, it was said that speaks and welcoming strangers and helping those who in need. And I want to read chapters of the Bible that are saying about welcoming strangers and compassion right now. So we shall read from... Okay, yeah. Pistolita is the dog of my friend Brit, and I'm hosting this dog while Brit is out of the country. She's receiving visa, and we are pretty enjoying Pistolita. Yeah, she is a dog from US Savannah. So yeah, we have a multicultural YouTube channel. So shall read from Matthew chapter 25. For I was hungry, and ye gave me eat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. So, Bible strictly saying us to help one another, because God also can send some people to help when we are in need and we need help. And I want to treat people as I wanted them to treat me. So I believe we all want we all want good attitude. So thank you for listening to me and for sharing this video and to watch it till the very end. Pistolita, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. So I'm sorry for this, and shall see you in the next one very, very soon. Bye bye. I need to walk you, I guess.